Guard number 10, 85. At forward, number 22, Madison Howard. And at forward, number 44, Michaela James. Round leaders are coached by Trent Gilbert. Now let's meet your Lions. At guard, number 5'10", senior from Erlanger. Number 0, Morgan Jenkins. At guard, 5'4", senior from Fairfield. Number 1, Carly Mills.
All right, good afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies, a little bit out of sorts here this evening for tonight's HCAC game. Thank you for joining us tonight on the MSJ Sports Network. I'm Blake Watson, MSJ Sports Information Director, here to bring you all of tonight's action. Quickly meet your starting lineups. I had a full pregame plan, but we had some technical difficulties getting ready here, so I have to get it to you now. For the visiting Berea Mountaineers, it'll be Ariana Sutton, a 5'4" freshman guard from Lexington, Kentucky. Atia Moss, a 5'9" junior guard from Clarksville, Tennessee. A 5'7" sophomore guard, Peyton Bugg from Danville, Kentucky. A 6'1" senior forward from Berea, Kentucky, Madison Howe. And in the middle, it'll be a 6'2" senior forward from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Lynn-Kayla James. And the Lions will answer with Morgan Jenkins, Carly Mills, Haley Gingrich, Caitlin Riley, and Sam Price. James wins the tip for Berea, and we are underway from here in the Harrington Center. Lions come into this game off of 2 consecutive losses. Losses at Rose-Hulman and here on Saturday to Anderson. And first bucket, Lynn-Kayla James lays it up, and good. Lynn-Kayla James comes into this one averaging 18.4 points per game, second best in the HCAC, and 13.5 rebounds per game. That is best in the HCAC. She also leads the league in field goal percentage at 58% from the field. Berea in a zone defense here. The Lions try to throw it over the top to Gingrich. Gingrich turns to the middle, gets it up, rolls out, and down with the rebound for Berea is Moss. Moss goes the other way, gets it off to Howe. Howe over to Bugg. Bugg top of the key and Sutton. Sutton shoots the 3. Misses it long. Mills now at the board for the Lions as she races the other way. Mills to the corner and Caitlin Riley. Riley pump fakes, gets it down to Sam Price. Price back out to Mills. Mills misses long. Down with the long rebound is Sutton for Berea. With the pass up ahead to Howe. Howe spins, lays it up. Rims out. Gingrich now at the board for the Lions. Jenkins will bring it across. Quickly crosses over, gets up the floor. Gets to the free throw line area, turns her back. Corner and Caitlin Riley. Lions typically have the advantage in the post, but Lynn-Kayla James is the best forward in the HCAC this season. Jenkins straight away 3. Misses it left, and James down with the rebound. They bring it the other way. Moss gets it across. Gets it off to Sutton. Sutton skips it to the corner, and Howe. Howe back to Bugg, back to Sutton. Working around to Moss. Moss shoots the 3, misses everything. It'll be out of bounds and over to the Lions. The Lions looking to get back right after those 2 HCAC losses. They had climbed to a tie for first place and now sit in a tie for 5th. Riley has it in front of us now. They're going to line it off around a screen from Gingrich. Kicks it over to Jenkins. Jenkins gets another screen from Gingrich. Riley at the elbow, down to Gingrich. Had a shot at the baseline jumper, instead kicks it back out to Riley. Riley can't handle the pass, and that's a turnover for the Lions. Lions offense really struggled at the end of that game against Anderson on Saturday. Over the final 25 minutes of action, Anderson outscored the Lions 35-13 to get the 3-point advantage. Berea now looking to try to get it into James Price, doing a good job on Lynn-Kayla James right now, trying to deny the inbound pass. That is a foul on Sam Price, and that's a really bad call. That's Price battling in the post. James stumbles, and Price gets called for the foul.
Serve first, and the team's first.
Berea gets it in. Howe thought about the three, kicks it back out to Moss. Moss to Bug. Bug head fakes down to Sutton. Back to Moss. They work it around the outside. Sutton gets downhill, lays it up with the right hand. Hits every part of the rim but misses. Price down with the rebound, and we'll have a foul on Ariana Sutton. It's her first, team's first. Allie Winchester will check into the game for the first time. Caitlin Riley takes a seat. Berea, kind of a, I guess it's a man-to-man press. But I'm not sure if they're going to try to trap it or not. Lions start over top. Really good catch by Haley Gingrich right in front of us. Mills, good job to not drag your pivot foot there. Jenkins gets the screen from Price to the corner in Mills. Good look from three from Mills. Hits the front of the rim, misses. That ball will be out of bounds as Sam Price knocked it out of Kayla James' hands. Back over to Berea. Lions 0 for 3 from the field to start this one. It's a good inbound pass as they get it all the way ahead to James. James shoots the baseline. 7-8 footer, gets it to go. James with 4 quick points in this ballgame. Throw it over top to Price. Price wisely doesn't put it on the floor. Gets it into hand of Allie Winchester. Winchester gets into the paint. Kicks across to Morgan Jenkins. Jenkins into the post and Price who quickly taps it out to Winchester. Gets a good look at three. There is a lid on that bucket for the Lions right now. That was a really good look from Allie Winchester. James was down with their second rebound of the game. That'll be a good look at three for Berea, and Sutton bangs it in. Mills deals with the press. And she almost turns it over in the backcourt and does. Good steal by Sutton. Eventually finds the hands of Bug. Gets it over, cross-court skip pass to Sutton. Sutton gets downhill, lays it up and in. And it's 9-0 Berea. Timeout, Coach Maisie Elston will step away here on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, so we're back here. Lions trail early, 9-0, 5:38 to play in the first. Jordan Patterson in for the first time for the Lions, as is Ella Stivers. Lions almost starting over to the backcourt, but Jordan Patterson gets it off to Winchester, gets it off to Jenkins. Morgan Jenkins has a right elbow into the high post of Stivers. Gets it off to Patterson, who kicks it to the corner of Winchester. Lions doing a good job moving the ball. Ella Stivers puts it up, gets her own rebound. Back out to Winchester, the Lions will reset. Patterson flips it to Jenkins, down to Gingrich on the baseline. Lions moving the ball really well. Stivers steps in, shoots it up, and she misses. Lions now 0 for 7 from the field in this ball game. Bug brings it across, gets it off to Moss. Moss to Sutton, top of the key. Try to throw it over the top to James. James is fouled on her way up by Allie Winchester. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Kayla James, a 63% free throw shooter on the season coming into this ball game. Eyes it, shoots it, bangs it in. And it's a 10-0 run to start the game for Berea. She misses the second. Stivers down with the rebound. Kind of different look here as Berea presses off the missed free throw. You don't see that very often. Lions break it pretty quickly. She try to find a way to break that press to score instead of just to get into the offense. Stivers, high post, turns around, she shoots it, and she misses. Another really good look for the Lions, another miss. Moss gets all the way downhill, lays it up and in. And it's 12-0. Jenkins gets it over to Winchester. I really wish the Lions would attack this press to try to score. Stivers drops it into Gingrich, and that's a turnover on the Lions. Oh, wow, it's going to stay with the mount. Crawford checks in. Bella Crawford and Carly Mills check in for the Lions. Coach Elston looking down her bench, trying to find somebody that can put the ball in the hoop. Again, they're getting good looks, just unable to put it in. Gingrich down to Stivers. Stivers turns to the middle. She shoots it again, and the Lions get it to go. The lid has finally come off that basket for the Mount. Ella Stivers has no conscience when it comes to shooting a basketball, and I love it because she's a good shooter. Berea gets it across. Howe, Bug, into the corner. And Sutton, they work it back around. Howe shoot the three. She misses it long. They get it. Lions run on the rebound, get it into the hands of Patterson. Patterson attacks. Gets the block. Mills with the three. Misses it long and right. Down with the rebound for Berea, and they're running. They try to feed it into James. Nice knock away from Gingrich. We'll have a trio of new players check into the ball game for Berea. It'll be London Sweeney, Nevaeh Bates, and I believe that's Joyce Mukalamusi. Berea working it around, get a corner jumper, missed long. Mukalamusi had the rebound. We'll have a foul on Bella Crawford reaching in. It's her first, team's third. So Berea will inbound with a fresh 20 on the shot clock. They get it in to Bates. Bates has a knock away by Patterson. Patterson secures the steal. Patterson races the other way, gets all the way in, lays it up with the left hand. Almost gets it to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Good individual play there by Jordan Patterson. That foul go on Nevaeh Bates. It's her first, team second. She makes it. Patterson, an 80% free throw shooter on the season. Makes them both. Bug handling the point guard duties now for Coach Trent Milby in his 13th season with the Berea Mountaineers. Bug gets it back, gets a screen. Bates thought about the three instead, gets downhill, gets it back to Bug. Pass knocked away by Mills. Mukalamusi gets into the paint, she misses. Stivers now with the rebound, and she was fouled. It's the team's third. I think that foul went on Mukalamusi. That's her first. Lions get it in against the press, get it back to Mills. Mills off to Patterson. Patterson should be able to get it across the timeline with 2 to spare. Working around the perimeter. Mills now between the circles. To the corner and Crawford. Stivers, head fakes. Mills, Patterson in the corner. Stivers high post. She shoots it again. She misses it short. It's a good look for Ella, though. James closed out, but it's a good look for Ella. Berea goes the other way. Sweeney to Bug. Back to Sweeney. They try to throw it into James, and it gets there. James shoots it, misses, and James taps it out of bounds. And that ball will stay with Berea. Morgan Jenkins checks back in. Ella Stivers takes a seat as the lone line to make a field goal in this ball game. Checking in for the first time is Kayla McClendon, senior guard for Berea, as James takes a seat. They get it inbounds. This is Mukalamusi, hands it off to Bug. Bug almost loses it. She's being guarded by Patterson. She gets into the post, will get a foul, and one for Peyton Bug. Fouls on Patterson. Into the game for the first time is Nicole Archibald. Nicole, a very capable shooter and our freshman. I know Coach Maisie Elston is very high on. Bug finishes the three-point play, and it's an 11-point lead for Berea. They get it into Archibald, who gets it off to Mills. Lines are running. Mills, good job by Bug there to cut Mills off, not let her get to the rim. Usually Carly's able to get to the rim there. Berea changed into more of a man-to-man defense here on this side down. Bella Crawford gets it back to Mills, top of the key. Under 10 to play on the shot clock. Jenkins to Gingrich, hands it off to Morgan. Shoots a baseline jumper, she misses. On the rebound is Mukalamusi on the run. She gets it all the way into the front court. Has it knocked away by Jenkins and out of bounds. I think it stays with Berea. Yeah, it was knocked out by Mills. That's a good call. Sam Price will check back in. Haley Gingrich will take a seat. They get it in. 22 on the shot clock. Peyton Bug being guarded by Nicole Archibald. She gets downhill, gets to the baseline. Kicks it cross court to McClendon. McClendon off to Mukalamusi. To Sweeney. They try to throw it into the post. Knocked away by Price. Jenkins has it on the run. Might have got away with a little bit of a carry there in the middle of the court. Jenkins telling Archibald to go to the corner. Price in the high post. Looks at a back cut for Mills. Hands it off to Archibald. Archibald with the deep two. Almost banks it in. Lions will get the offensive rebound. We'll have a tie-up, I think. The possession error favors them out. So 26.6 left on the game clock here in the first. And 20 on the shot clock. Howe and James check back in. It'll be Mount St. Joseph ball. We're having a conversation about the shot clock. Jenkins will trigger, gets it into Mills. Archibald left corner, or left elbow. Back to Mills. Mills fakes. We're back in her zone. Mills will have a shot at it. She's head fakes. Dribbles downhill. Crawford, 6 on the shot clock. Good move by Nicole Archibald to get baseline. Gets it to go. Big shot there for Nicole Archibald. Bug gets it up floor. She gets it off. It'll count if it goes. Hits the rim and bounces off. We head to the second. Berea leading by 9 here on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, so we head to the second. Berea leading by 9. They will have the ball to start the second period. Despite only shooting 14% in the first, Lions do not trail by double digits. Sutton brings it across. This is Bates. Bates to Sweeney, back to Sutton. Sutton trying to get downhill. Pass out to McClendon. McClendon almost loses it out of bounds. Berea doing a good job moving the basketball. Mukalamusi with a little step through. Misses it, gets her own rebound, puts it up, gets it to go. Berea now up 11.
Line number 1, there you go. Come on, Buck. Nate, number 2. There you go.
Lions get it into Mills.
Work.
Mills breaks the press, gets it across. Lions will run their half-court offense. Gotta find a scoring threat. Stivers back on the floor with Archibald, Price. They try to throw it over to top Sam Price. Jenkins throws it out of bounds. It's the third turnover of the ball game for the Lions. Berea brings it across. Mukalamusi brings it across. She'll be picked up by Stivers when she gets it across. Yeah, should travel it on the pickup. She was trying to pass it to, I believe, Bates, but Bates cut as she picked up the ball. There was nothing she could do about that. So the teams exchange turnovers here. Jenkins will get it across to Berea. And their man-to-man defense. Stivers looks at the back cut by Mills. Archibald gets downhill, tries to drop it off to Price. Price unable to catch it. A good dribble drive by Archibald. Downhill is Bates. Price, nice contest. Missed, and she comes down with the rebound. Lions are off and running. Jenkins gets downhill, lays it up the left hand, gets it to go. That's what I think the Lions need to do from over here. You need to attack that press to score. Berea brings it across.
Cody, ask him when we go in, are we back 2-3? Ask him when we go in, are we back 2-3?
Price gets downhill, lays it up the right hand, she misses. Stivers gets that foul went against Kayla McClendon. It's her first, team's first. Stivers goes to the line to shoot 2. She's just 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 1,000% on the season. And she makes the third. No announcer jinx tonight. Stivers eyes it, shoots it, and makes it. Bella Crawford will check in. Stivers will take a seat. Lions, it looks like, going to pick up a little pressure here. Bella Crawford will guard the inbound. They get it in. Crawford picks up Mukalamusi. Gets it across. Hands it off to Sutton. Sutton, little couple crossovers, get around Mills. Archibald knocks it away, but it's out of bounds off of her. Good defense there by Nicole Archibald and help, as Mills was almost beat there off the dribble. James is checked back in for Berea, as has Madison Howell. Sutton has between the circles, gets it off to Mukalamusi, back to Sutton. Back to Howell. He continued to work it around the perimeter, trying to get it into Kayla James. Mukalamusi gets downhill with just 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away by Jenkins. Kicks it around. They get it off. It'll count if it goes, but it doesn't. Jenkins comes down with the rebound. The Lions are racing the other way. Gingrich on a rim run. Instead kicks it off to Nicole Archibald. She misses the 3. Another good look for the Lions. That's a double dribble. Yes, she double dribbled it into the backcourt. Once again, Joyce Mukalamusi looked to pass it and a teammate moved from where she expected them to be. That's her second turnover. Neither of them are really on her. She takes a seat, though, as Peyton Bug checks back in for Berea. Lions get it into Jenkins. Jenkins. Berea back in their zone. Archibald down to the baseline, and Gingrich tries to pass it into Crawford. Ill-advised pass for Haley Gingrich there. Sutton races across. Gets it off to Howell. We'll have an offensive foul on Sutton. She passed it off, set a screen. She gets called for an illegal screen. Lions will get it back. No pressure here from Berea as they've sat back in their 2-3 zone. Archibald to Mills. Mills back to Archibald. A lot of standing around on the offensive end. Very stagnant, but Mills comes off a couple of screens. Misses it. Carly gets another good look at it. One of those is going to go. Carly Mills is too good of a shooter to continue to miss those good looks. Sutton rips. Tries to get baseline on Mills. Throws it out. Stolen by Jenkins. Jenkins attacking. Gets downhill. Has it knocked away. Stolen. We have a foul on Bella Crawford. She stepped out of bounds. Oh, she stepped out of bounds before the foul. Be a turnover in the backcourt. The Lions will be 20. We'll have a timeout.
30-second timeout charge to Black's coach.
So we'll have a timeout from Berea. We'll be moved to immediate timeout. So we'll step away here. Berea 17, Mount St. Joseph 10 here on the MSJ Sports Network. So after the timeout, the Lions have the ball back. Mills gets it off to Jenkins. Jenkins to Archibald. Archibald into the post, lays it up the left hand. Misses. Gingrich runs down the rebound in the corner. Lions will reset it. Mills. Between circles to Jenkins. Left elbow extended. Into high post and Crawford. Crawford shoots it. She misses. Down the rebound for Berea's Howell. Almost stolen by Haley Gingrich, but it finds the hand of Sutton. Oh, my apologies. That's Moss. Moss gets it back. Pass it off to Bug. Bug to Sutton, cross corner. Sutton to Howell straight away. They get it into James. Lions will double. She goes up. Good defense from Haley Gingrich to stay straight up, get a little piece of it. Jenkins to Archibald. Archibald thought about the three. Not happy with herself, but they're not taking that. Mills around a screen from Crawford to Archibald. Archibald gets a screen from Crawford. Back to Jenkins. A little more motion on the offensive end for the Lions this time. Sutton knocks it away from Jenkins and she gets it back. 7 on the shot clock. Mills with the back cut. She has to just throw it back in after it's tipped away, and it finds the hands of Berea. Sutton gets the steal and Bug races the other way, kicks it to the corner and Howe. James with the 18-footer. Misses. Hits the front rim and rolls out. Mills on the run. Gonna try to attack. Kicks it out to Crawford. Crawford shoots the elbow three. She misses. Another really good inside-out look at a three for the Lions. Just doesn't go. Howe. To Moss. Moss telling her teammates to settle down. She goes with a one-arm baseball pass in the corner for Sutton. Back iron and misses. Jenkins down the rebound. She picks it up in a bad spot, but has to throw it away to Mills. Mills gets it. Calmly walks it across. Coach Elston calls out wheel for the Lions run. Archibald Gets a screen. Back to Mills. Mills head fakes. Gets downhill. Gets to the rim. Lays it up with the right hand. Misses. Another good look for the Lions. It just won't go. Bog almost turns it over in the middle of the floor. Gets it back. Berea works around. They try to throw it into James. Knocked away by Gingrich. James tries to save it. He doesn't. Lions get the ball back. Allie Winchester and Jordan Patterson check in. And Bates back in for Berea. Jenkins takes the seat as well. For the Lions, it's Patterson, Winchester, Stivers, Gingrich, and Archibald. Archibald has it. Patterson, nice pass inside to Stivers. He makes a really good pass down to the baseline to Haley Gingrich. They get it to go. Berea gets it across. Moss to James, top of the key. James tries to hit a cutting Bates. Bates knocks it away. Out of bounds off of Bates. That'll be a turnover on Berea. Their 9th of the ball game. Morgan Jenkins comes back into the game as Archibald takes a seat. She gave Coach Elston very good minutes there. Jenkins gets it off to Patterson. Patterson is picked up by Bates. Patterson gets it across. Picks it up, gets it off to Jenkins as Berea settles back into that 2-3 zone. Lions looking to get into the high post with Stivers and do. She once again tries to dump it down to Gingrich. We'll have a jump ball. Ball stays with the Lions. It'll stay 11 on the shot clock.
Just run zero against him. Just run zero against him. Find the gap. Jordan, be available. Slip, Haley.
Jenkins gets it. 10 on the shot clock. Shuffled her feet. Has it stolen by Nevaeh Bates. Berea goes the other way. That's the Lions' 8th turnover. Bug. Kicks it over to Moss. Moss gets downhill. Kicks it out to Howe. Howe to Bug. Bug gets downhill. Lays it up the right hand, misses. Really good job by Haley Gingrich to go over top of Kayla James and get that offensive or defensive rebound. Allie Winchester with a little step through on the run. Haley Gingrich came down with the rebound, and we'll have a foul, I believe, on Madison Howe. Foul goes on Madison Howe. Her first, team's 3rd. Despite only shooting 16% from the field and 0 of 10 from 3, Lions are only down 5 right now. Corner and Allie Winchester, back to Patterson. Patterson tries to get in the post, has it knocked away. She comes down with the rebound, or the loose ball, but it finds the hand of Nevaeh Bates. Bates takes it across, kicks it to James in the high post. James will go to work, goes over left shoulder, and she's fouled by reaching in Allie Winchester. James will go to line to shoot a pair as Bella Crawford checks back in, as does Joyce Mukalamusi. James, leading scorer in this ballgame with 5. Just 2 of 5 from the field and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She misses the first. Makes the second. Winchester off to Stivers as the Lions try to beat this press. And they do. Stivers gets it all the way across, picks it up in a tough spot, but gets it off to Gingrich. Lions reset. Allie Winchester between the circles off to Bella Crawford into the high post to Ella Stivers. She turns and shoots and misses everything. Howe down with the rebound for Berea. Once again, a really good look for the Lions against this zone. Just doesn't go. Mukalamusi trying to pass it into James. Gets to her on the baseline. Back to Mukalamusi. Goes to work on Patterson. Tries to step through. Lays it up the left hand. Misses. That ball will be out of bounds. Jordan Patterson knocked the rebound out off of her own leg. 20 on the shot clock for the Mountaineers. 1:25 to play here in the first. Inbound pass. Barely ran down by Howe in the corner before going over and back. Bug has it. Triggering the offense. 11 on the shot clock. She'll get a screen from Mukalamusi. Crosses over on Stivers. Gets downhill. Has it taken away by Jordan Patterson. She's begging for a foul, as is Coach Milby. And I think they both have some, a little bit of beef on that call. I can't see the contact from my angle, but I thought it was a foul. Good inbound pass from Crawford. Hits Patterson on the run. Patterson cut off by Bug. Patterson dribbling up the floor, cut off by Bug, and called for an offensive foul. That's tough. Sutton will check back in for Berea as Peyton Bug takes a seat. Carly Mills will check in for Jordan Patterson. She just picked up her second. Mukalamusi gets it in to Sutton. A little token pressure from Carly Mills. Sutton gets it across, almost stolen by Mills. Sutton picks it up in a tough spot. She has to throw a prayer of a pass while falling down. Finds Kayla James, goes over left shoulder, misses. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, gets it to go. Give James 8. They're along with 5 boards. 41 on the shot clock. A foul will go on to Bea Bates, her 4th. Archibald will check in for Winchester. Give Lions a little more offense on this lineup. Archibald inbounds. Get to Mills. They continue to try to find Stivers in the high post, working around. Archibald thinks about the deep 3 to Crawford. Crawford to Stivers, who has it knocked away. 11 turnovers. Berea's going to hold for the last shot. Lions have 2 fouls they can give if they want to, and probably should. Sutton turns it over. Crawford picks it off. Nobody around. Bella Crawford races in, and she's fouled on her way to the rim. Bella Crawford will shoot a pair with 3.9 left on the clock here in the first half. Crawford, 67% free throw shooter on the year. Peyton Bug back into the game as Sutton takes a seat with 3 first half fouls. Jenkins will check in for Stivers as well. And Crawford makes the first. She eyes the second. Misses it short, gets her own rebound, lays it up, misses. Finds the hands of Jenkins. She shows it up at the buzzer and was hammered, but no call. I don't understand how you missed that call. I mean, right in front of 3 officials, nobody around. Lions should be shooting 2 more free throws. But either way, we head to the halftime break, 20-13 in favor of Berea. We'll be back in 15 minutes on the MSJ Sports Network.
Thank you.
All right, we're back here about a minute before we start the second half of game action. Quick look at the stats from first half. Again, Berea leads it 20-13 at the halftime break. Berea 8 of 27 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. They've rebounded 22 shots to the Lions 23. Both teams have committed 11 turnovers in this ballgame. The Mount, although getting some good looks from the field, just 4 of 28, 14% from the field, 0 of 10 from 3. And again, they've gotten some good looks, just can't get them to go. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Lynn Kayla James leads the way, leading all scorers with 8 points. She also has 5 rebounds. Howe for Berea also has 5 rebounds. For the Lions, Jenkins, Gingrich, Archibald, and Patterson all have 2. Ella Stivers has 4. Lions will have a little bit of a different look to start the second half on the lineup. It'll be Jenkins, Mills, Archibald, Gingrich, and Stivers. So Archibald and Stivers will replace Riley and Price. Berea answers with it looks like their starters. It looks like we've got Bug, Sutton with the 3 fouls, Madison Howe, and Lynn Kayla James, and Ataya Moss. It'll be Sutton getting it in, picked up by Mills. Lynn Kayla James outside the 3-point line. Gets it off to Moss. Moss to Sutton on the cut. Trying to force it into James. Gingrich done a really good job down there to deny that pass. Howe shoots the 3, misses it long. Gingrich goes over, James knocks it away. It'll go over to the Lions. That'll be a team rebound for the Mount. Jenkins triggers it in. Lions get it across. Lucky to be down only 7. Stivers free throw line jumper. Hits the front of the rim. That soft touch of Ella Stivers gets it to go. These zone defenses, Ella Stivers should be able to get that free throw line jumper whenever she wants. Now Bug has it. Off to Moss. Moss picked up by Archibald. Gets into the paint. Shoots it at the rim. James down with the rebound. She goes up. She's blocked by all 3 Lions. We'll have a jump ball. It'll be over to the Lions. Coach Milby asking if James was fouled on her way to the rim. And once again, I think he has a complaint. Lions get into Archibald. Archibald to Gingrich. Gingrich cross court to Jenkins, who catches it on the run. Gets it across. 23 on the shot clock as the Lions settle into the offense. Mills, baseline and Gingrich. Gingrich goes up, and she's fouled by James. That'll be James's first, team's first here in the second half. Quick check of the men's game with 3:53 left to play in the first half. Berea leads 26-21 as Gingrich makes the first. Joe Brandon, that one 2 of 3 for 3. Only 3 Lions have scored in the ball game. Gingrich makes them both. Lions crawling back in. They've opened this half on a 5-0 run. 4-0, my apologies. Moss, baseline, James shoots the 16-footer, misses it short. Gingrich down with the board. Gets it off to Mills. Mills is running. Stivers was alone on the other end of the floor. Lions unable to find her. Jenkins to the corner and Archibald. Archibald gets another really good look at it. Long rebound to Mills. Mills tries to pass it into Stivers. Mills dribbled herself into a tough spot there and had to make an ill-advised pass. Jenkins lets Sutton go. She gets to the rim. She misses. Archibald down with the rebound. Archibald gets it over to Jenkins. Lions working around the perimeter. Back to Jenkins. Gingrich baseline. She'll shoot the 12-footer. Hit on the hand as it goes up. No call. James down with her 7th rebound of the ballgame. Bug racing the other way. Gets it off to Sutton. Sutton, little stutter step. Tries to go right. Good cut off by Morgan Jenkins. Pass stolen by Carly Mills. She'll race in. And Carly Mills makes the layup. her first basket of the ball game, and the Lions are within one. Sutton gives it across. Jenkins is going to try to back hit that. Good contest by Gingrich. Offensive rebound and put back by Linkayla James. Give her 8 rebounds and 10 points in this ball game. Just a stat sheet stuffer for Coach Milby and the Berea Mountaineers. A very possible HCAC Player of the Year is Linkayla James. Tough inbound pass for Mills. James goes over the top and steals it. Moss thinks about the 3, and she traveled on the catch. Nevaeh Bates will check in, as Ariana Sutton will take a seat.
Entering for Berea, 14.
Jenkins will inbound from the sideline. Mills and Archibald in the back court. Jenkins gets it into Archibald. Gets it right back to Jenkins. Lions could push before Berea sets up the offense. They work it around the perimeter here. Looking for Stivers in the high post. Back to Mills, baseline and Jenkins. Back to Stivers, straightaway 3, Morgan Jenkins. Misses it, Archibald down with the rebound. Back to Jenkins, Lions can reset it with 20. Stivers turns around, shoots the free throw and jumper. Hits soft, Gingrich comes down with the rebound, rips it away. We'll have a jump ball and the ball will be over to Berea. London Sweeney will check in. As Ataya Moss takes a seat. Lions with a little bit of pressure here. Haven't seen much out of the Lions press. They get it into Howe. Back to Sweeney, who gets it off the Bug. Bug beats Archibald, gets it across the timeline with 22. She gets straight downhill, lays it up, and is hammered on her way to the rim by Haley Gingrich. The Bug will shoot a pair. Bug, a 63% free throw shooter coming into this ball game. Bella Crawford checks in. Ella Stivers takes a seat. Ella, the Lions' leading scorer in this ball game with 6. She makes the first. And the second. Pushes their lead back to 5. Throw it over the top to Gingrich. Little too high from Archibald. The Lions turn it over. Howe. Back to Bug, top of the key. Bug calling for a screen. Gets one from James, but rejects it. Gets to the elbow, shoots it. Howe down with the rebound. Mills gets called for a foul. Got a little bit of arm there. Mostly ball, but a little bit of arm. Patterson will check in. Patterson checks in with a pair of fouls. Howe goes to the line to shoot a pair for Berea. 86% on the year. 12 of 14 from the free throw line. She makes it. Makes it 13 of 15. Gets it back. Eyes it, shoots it, makes the second. Lions get it into Gingrich. Gingrich with no coverage will just carry it across. Get it off the Mills, back to Jenkins. Jenkins will trigger the offense as the lead is back to 7 for Berea. Berea in a man-to-man this time, coming out of the zone. Patterson to Gingrich at the elbow.
3 seconds.
Mills gets up. Good wall off there by Howe. No foul. Jenkins intercepts the long pass over the top, trying to find Bates. And a behind the back to get around her. Jenkins to the corner and Bella Crawford. Crawford throws the Mills top of the key to kind of reset the offense. Mills high posting Gingrich. Back off to Mills. Mills gets a screen from Gingrich. Thought about the 3. Steggy's downhill, spins to the middle. Passes it back to Jenkins. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots the Deep three, misses. James down with her 10th rebound. Give her a 10-point, 10-rebound double-double with 5 to play here in the third quarter. Bug around a screen from James. No, she rejects it, gets downhill, gets it off to Sweeney. Sweeney back to Buggs, poked away and out of bounds, stays with Berea. We'll have our under 5-minute media timeout. Berea 26, Mount St. Joseph 19 here on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, so coming out of the media timeout, Berea will inbound from in front of their own bench. Sweeney will trigger. Really close to a 5-second violation. She gets it into Howe. Howe to Bug. Bug to Bates. Bates gets into the post, lays it up, misses. James down with the rebound. She's blocked by Price on the putback, and then Price comes down with the rebound. Good defensive stand by Sam Price. Price with the rim run. Jenkins could have found her. Tries to hand it off with Mills. Another turnover for the Lions. Sweeney into Bates, and Jenkins fouls her. Compound the mistake by fouling. Morgan's first, team's third. Morgan got herself in a tough spot trying to do a dribble handoff with Mills on the last offensive possession. Probably would have been better off picking it up and taking the travel than committing a turnover and the foul. Bates, 63% free throw shooter on the year, made the first. And Berea on the verge of stretching their lead back out to 9. She makes it. Get it into Jenkins. Jenkins tries to throw it ahead to Mills. It's knocked away, but it finds Mills. Mills picks it up in a tough spot, gets it off to Patterson. Patterson tries to attack. Good cutoff by Nevaeh Bates. Lions have to back it out and reset. Mills to Price in the high post. Price turns, hands it off to Mills. Mills will shoot the straightaway three. Bang! Carly Mills! Lions now 1 of 14 from 3. Big shot there from Carly. She alone, if she gets hot, could get the Lions right back in this ball game. Sweeney gets it into Bug. The Lions kind of pull back. Patterson will stay, pick her up about 3/4. Little token pressure. Bug beats her right off the dribble. It's all the rim, lays it up and in. Lions throw it ahead to Mills. Mills dribbling between the circles. Price in the high post. Gets it back to Mills. Mills around the screen. She'll shoot it again. Bang! Carly Mills! 3-pointer for Carly. That's her second in a row. Give her 8 in the ball game. And again, Mills gets hot. She can get him right back in it. Bates picks it up. Has to kick it back to Bug. Bug gets around Mills. Across the timeline. Kicks it to the corner. And Bates shoots the long 2. And she gets it to go. Jenkins gets it into Crawford in the corner. Crawford back to Patterson. Up the floor to Price. Back to Patterson. Back to Mills. At the halftime break at Berea, the Mountaineers lead the Lions 31-30. Nice cut by Mills. Nice head fake, gets it to go. Carly with an 8-point run of her own. Got to step away really quick as Hal shoots that and bangs in the three. We got a timeout by Coach Milby helping me out, and I'll step away here on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, so we're back here. Lions are heating up a little bit from the field. And now got to lock back in on the defensive end. The run by Mills. She scored 8 in a row for the Mount. The Lions gave up a couple of long jumpers, including a Howe 3 on that last possession. And they trail by 8. They get it into Price. Coach Ellison calling for her team to clear. Jenkins to Mills. Mills to Archibald, top of the key. Jenkins goes to the high post. Because other than Price, Lions have a little bit of a smaller lineup. Tries to kick it to Archibald at the elbow. Berea on the run. Stolen. Back by the Lions. Jenkins having a fouls on Black, 22 Howe. Stivers will check in for Morgan. Jenkins with 5 turnovers in this ball game. Crawford gets it into Price, gets it back to Bella Crawford. Crawford. It'll be a kick ball into Van Bates. No inbound from right in front of us. Crawford will trigger. Throws it across Archibald. Almost stolen by Bates. Archibald does a good job to let clear. Crawford to Archibald to Mills. Continue working around the post. Gets it into Stivers. Nice pass from Ella. Carly Mills, misses the 3. Another really good inside-out look for the Lions. Just doesn't go. Ball around a screen from Howe, which is really close to a illegal screen. Muka Lamusi downhill to Howe. Howe thinks about the 3. Gets to the free throw line. A little backdoor pass to Bug, who misses it. Bates down with the rebound. She lays it up. She misses it. Lions get it back. Under a minute to play here in the third. Mills shoots the 3. Bang! Carly Mills! Give her 11 in the quarter. And the Lions trail by just 5. Berea gets it into Bug. Lions will retreat. About 7 seconds-ish between shot and game clock here. Lions should get a possession to close it out. Mills almost gets a turnover. Bug finds Kayla James. She throws to Muka Lamusi. We have a foul on the Lions. A foul goes on Sam Price. Caitlin Riley will check in for the Lions. Latia Moss will check back in for Berea. Muka Lamusi will trigger the inbound. Gets it to Latia Moss. Latia Moss tries to throw it into James. Stolen by Price. 15 on the shot clock. Lions should hold to the final shot here in the third. Archibald gets it to Mills. Mills, 8-7 6. Got to get to work here. Riley shoots it, misses everything. Not the look you want with that much time left on the clock, but nonetheless, Lions trail by just 5 heading into the 4th here on the MSJ Sports Network.
Timeouts on the board, right?
All right, we're back here to start the 4th. Berea leads by 5. Carly Mills got really hot in that last quarter, scoring 13 points to get the Lions back into this ball game. Haley Gingrich, high post. Mills thinks about the 3 again. Wisely gets it off to Jenkins. Jenkins to Archibald. Archibald to Jenkins to Mills. Price, top of the key. Archibald will shoot the 3. Ooh, I thought that was good on the way in. Nice rebound by Howe. We have a foul on Haley Gingrich. Oh, that goes on Price. Bug brings it across. Gets it off to Moss. Moss gets to the free throw line, shoots it, misses. Bug gets the rebound. Berea has a fresh 20. Mukalamusi off to Howe. Howe trying to find it to Linkayla James. Mukalamusi steps through, gets it to go. Lions have to beat this press again as Berea stretch their lead back to 7. Mills to Archibald. They rotate it around the perimeter again. Get it in to the block in Price. Price skip past to Archibald. Archibald hit on the way through. Stops and shoots it. Howe down with the rebound. Another good look for the Lions. Another shot that just doesn't go. Bug brings it across to the corner. And Moss gets straight to the baseline. She's blocked by Jenkins. James down. Shoots it. Gets the offensive rebound. Makes it. And is fouled by Sam Price. Ella Stivers will check back in. James will shoot and 1. 2 for 4 in the game. Make her 3 for 5, and the lead's back to 10. Jenkins gets it across. Off to Mills. Archibald. Around a screen from Gingrich to Jenkins. Around a screen from Stivers. Gets in. Puts it back out to Mills. Mills shoots it. Misses everything. Mukalamusi down with the rebound for Berea. Bug racing up the floor. Gets it across with no problem. She's picked up by Gingrich. Mukalamusi in the corner. They work it back around the perimeter, trying to throw it over the top to James. And it's out of bounds off of James' hand. Back to the Lions. Lions get it in. Stivers to Jenkins. Get it across. Mills looking for Stivers in the high post, has to work it back around. With Lamusi gambles. Mills has it taken away on the drive. 18th turnover of the ball game for the Lions. Howe to Bug. James had the steal and is disappointed she didn't get that pass. Bug gets a screen, works around it, gets it in to Moss, who's blocked by Haley Gingrich. Gets it off to Mills on the run, who tops back to Gingrich, who did a great job running the floor. Stivers shoots the jumper, misses. Gingrich had the rebound, had it. Mukulamusi and Gingrich were basically holding hands there. I don't understand. There should have been something. Bug to James. James into the post. Mukulamusi goes to work on Gingrich, who gets the rebound. Haley gets it to Jenkins. Jenkins to Stivers in the high post. Stivers gets baseline, shoots it, and she's fouled. That's on Linkayla James. Her second, team's first. Jordan Patterson checks in. Nicole Archibald getting the Lions big minutes off the bench tonight. 18 minutes in this ball game. She's gotten some good looks. She's not able to get it to go. She is going to be a very good shooter in the blue and gold here. Stivers makes the first. And rims in the second. Kayla McClendon and Nevaeh Bates check in for Berea. We're going to have a timeout on the floors. Berea leads by 8 with 6:20 to play. We'll step away here on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, we are back here. Lions going to a little bit of a press. Looks like a 1-2-1 trapping press, which they don't do very often. And Berea quickly beats it across. Nevaeh Bates now has it in the front court, gets it back to Bug. Gets it off to Mukulamusi on the elbow. She gets into the paint, kicks it to Howe in the corner. Howe shoots a three, misses it short. And Mukulamusi runs down the loose ball rebound. Peyton Bug, left-hand dribble, gets it off to Howe. Back out top. Bug gets all the way down to the free throw line. Did not hit the rim. Mukulamusi shoots it at the horn. I've never understood that rule. If the other team clearly comes down with the rebound, it's on the run. Why is that a shot clock violation? And it's not, the officials called it the way the rule is supposed to be. I'm talking to my sometimes partner, Matt Moore, sitting next to me. But it's just the rule doesn't make sense. Lions have it in the front court. I don't like the rule because it takes a potential fast break opportunity away from a team. As Gingrich picks it up in a tough spot, gets it off to Mills. Mills around the screen from Gingrich. Mills, one too many dribbles to not get the ball into Gingrich. Stivers is fouled by Howe.
Berea now with 22 minus out. Serve third. MSJ.
Quick check of the men's game as the second half is underway. Berea still leads by 1. Joe Brand leads all scorers with 16 in that ball game. Stivers continues to be perfect from the line in the game and on the season. Came in 4 for 4 from the line and is now 9 for 9. Make it 10 for 10. Avoiding that announcer jinx, Matt. Powell has it, gets it off to Mukalamusi. I like the game of Joyce Mukalamusi. Handles the ball well. Able to play in the post as she gets it off to Nevaeh Bates. Bug now, back to Mukalamusi. One thing I haven't seen her do yet is shoot the deep jumper. She gets it off to McClendon, who gets downhill. And a bit of a bailout call there. Foul goes on Carly Mills. Misses the first. Kayla McClendon is yet to make a free throw on the season. Now she has. Got a 7-point game here. Mount St. Joseph trails. We're under 5. Nice pass over the top to Gingrich, who lays it up. Good find from Mills. Good layup from Gingrich. Lions have been unable to connect on that. They've had some opportunities. They get that one to go. Bug. A little bit of a mismatch on Haley Gingrich here from a foot speed standpoint. McClendon to Bug. Bug shoots the deep 3. Stivers goes up and swats it. She ends up on the floor. And Bug gets it to go. And 1. As soon as the Lions claw back within striking distance, Berea makes a big play. Bug gets the and 1. As Kayla James checks back in with her 13-point, 14-rebound double-double. Bug shoots it, misses. Stivers down with the rebound, gets it to Mills. Mills to Jenkins. Not a lot of time, Morgan, cross that timeline. Patterson, top of the key in Mills. Lead stretch back for Berea. Baseline jumper for Gingrich, gets it to go. Lions have cut it to 5. Need a stop. Need a stop in the worst way. McClendon gets it over to Bates. Good screen from McClendon. Bug takes a deep 2. Gets it to go. Bug up to 11. Mills. Back to Jenkins, back to Mills. Right back to a 7-point game. Stivers in the high post, down to Gingrich. She lays it up and in. This is what the offense should have looked like the whole game, but again, gotta get a stop. Lions cut it to 5 again. Ball gets all the way to the rim, lays it up. James down with the rebound. She lays it up and in. Right back to 7. Lions get the stop, but can't finish the possession with the defensive rebound. And Kayla James now 15 boards, 15 points. Patterson back to Mills. Open jumper. Bang! Carly Mills! And a quick timeout for Coach Elston. It's a 30-second timeout. Lions have cut it to 4. We'll stay here for the 30-second timeout. Give you a quick statistical rundown. Berea out-rebounding the Lions by 8. 18 big offensive rebounds and 20 second-chance points. It's a big spot in that ball game. 24 paint points. But even with Lynn Kayla James, the Lions have answered with 16. They're not playing bad in the post. For the game, Berea is shooting 17 to 57, just under 30%. Just 2 of 10 from 3. They're 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Again, out-rebounding Lions 43 to 35. Berea's committed 18 turnovers. The Mountain has committed 18 turnovers. Lions are 14 of 50 for the game, just 28%, 4 of 20 from 3, and 11 of 12 from the free throw line. It's those 7 extra attempts. Everything's almost equal. Berea with those offensive rebounds that have 7 extra attempts, and that's the difference in this ball game right now. Carly Mills leads all scorers with 16. Linkayla James leads Berea with a 15-point, 15-rebound, double-double, and 4 steals. Heck of a game for a possible HCAC Player of the Year. And I think the Lions have done a good job on her in the post. A lot of her points have come on putbacks. Berea works it around the outside. It's Bug to Howe to Bates. Bates back to Bug. Bug get downhill, and she turns it over. Morgan Jenkins on the run. Tries to spin back. They'll call her for a travel. It's the 6th turnover of the ball game on Morgan. Lions get a chance. Turn it right back over. Taya Moss is checked back in for Berea. With just over 2 minutes to play in this ball game, Moss gets it into Howe. Howe picked up by Stivers. Stivers back to Moss. Patterson will pick her up full court. Moss gets it across with no problem. Gets it off to Bug. Bug around a screen from James. Trying to get it into Linkayla. Kicks it back out to McClendon. McClendon to Howe. McClendon straight away. Dribble handoff with Howe. Howe back to McClendon. Gets downhill. And she misses it. Linkayla James almost comes down with the rebound. But
2 seconds! Hey, 2 seconds!
I'm not sure if that ball hit the rim or not. The officials are saying no. So Berea will have just 2 seconds on the shot clock to get this thing up and in. They get it into James. She shoots it, and that'll be a shot clock violation. James doesn't understand why she didn't get a foul. I think there was a little bit of a hold before she caught the ball, but when she went up, it looked like Gingrich was kind of straight up. The Lions have a shot to cut it to 2 or 1 with a three-pointer. Patterson to Stivers in the high post. Stivers turns, faces, hands it off to Mills. Mills thinks about the 3. Just 2 people guarding her. Gets away with a little bit of a push-off. Gets it back to Stivers. Stivers to Patterson. 10 on the shot clock. Jordan gets downhill. Gets to the rim, lays it up in. And 1. Jordan Patterson cuts the Berea lead to 2 and will have a chance with a free throw to cut it to 1. Patterson, an 80% free throw shooter on the year. Is Joyce Mukalamusi checks back in. For Berea. Patterson eyes up the free throws. You have to take one. Oh, no, she's 2 for 2 in this ballgame. My apologies. She's 3 for 3 in this ballgame. We have a 1-point game from here inside the Harrington Center with 1:17 to play. Possession arrow favors Berea on a tie-up. The Lions have just 1 timeout left. Berea has 2. Berea has committed 3 fouls. The Mount has committed 4. So on any Mount foul, Berea will shoot 2. Berea has a foul to give. We're under a minute now. Gets it into Mukalamusi. She goes over left shoulder, misses. James shoots it up. I'm not sure who the foul's going to go on, but I think James is going to be shooting a pair. That's lots of bodies flying all over the place, and the foul goes on Gingrich. It's her second. James will shoot 2. James 3 of 5 in this ball game, and again came in a 63% free throw shooter here. Makes the second, or makes the first. It's a 2-point game. James eyes it, shoots it, makes it. Mills brings it across. We're under a minute. Lions trail by 3. Get something quick. Extend this ball game. Lions taking too much time. That's a foul. Moss fouls Patterson away from the basket. Only the 4th foul on Berea. The Lions will inbound. Berea gave up their foul to give. Any more fouls, the Lions will be shooting free throws. They get it into Gingrich. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins thinks about the 3. Wisely doesn't shoot it. Gets to the baseline. Shoots it up, misses. Gets her own rebound. Has it taken away from James. And the Lions will have to foul. And they do. Ariana Sutton, a 68% free throw shooter, will go to the line to shoot 2. She makes the first. Nevaeh Bates back to check in, I believe, for Moss if she makes it. She does. Coach Elston will call the timeout and advance it.
Table side, coach. Table side.
It's a full timeout, so we'll step away with 27.7 and a Berea 5-point lead here in the MSJ Sports Network. All right, we're back here with 27.7 left on the clock. Lions trailing by 5. Got to get something going at the rim quickly. A foul would be really nice. An and one, a 3-point play. Got to go quick so you can extend this ball game with the foul. Jenkins will trigger. Gets it into Mills. To Patterson. Patterson, flare cut by Mills. Trying to get into Jenkins. Already wasted 10 seconds. Jenkins will shoot the fall away deep shot. Gingrich comes down with the rebound, makes it, and the foul. So didn't get the look you wanted, but Gingrich hustled, gets the rebound, lays it up and in, and will shoot the free throw to cut it back to a 2-point play. Bella Crawford will check in for Ellis Stivers. Haley is 71% free throw shooter on the year. Hits the front of the rim, rolls in. We'll have a timeout by Berea. They can advance the basketball. So 30-second timeout. Berea will advance. Both teams in the bonus here. Berea leads by 2. Possession arrow favors Berea. Mount out of timeouts. Berea with 1 left. See what Coach Milby draws up. My guess is you're going to have a trap steal for the first pass from Coach Elson, then a foul for the Lions. They'll try to trap the inbound pass or steal the inbound pass. And then if they don't get that, they'll try to foul quickly. We got a issue.
She went up there early. Wasn't that no first horn? Hey, don't run the back to her. She's over there. Don't run the back to her. She's over there.
We're having a lengthy conversation.
They're saying she checked in before the timeout even
We have a conversation about the check-in process. It looks like Moss was trying to check in.
So I saw her over here when we go to first ball. She's in the game.
So we now, after the issues, we're going to allow Moss to check in. They get it into Howe, and they foul right away. The Lions probably could have trapped that. Howe looked like she was stumbling a little bit towards the corner there. We have a sub there. Howe will go to line to shoot 2. Again, 14 of 16 from the free throw line on the year. And she misses the first. So at worst, the Lions will be down 3 after this made free throw. Howe shoots it, makes the second. Lions have no timeouts. Berea might want to foul. Patterson to the corner and Mills. Mills has to shoot a fall away 3. Almost goes in. Ball finds Jenkins. Lions will lose 52-49 here on the MSJ Sports Network.
Final score for the next contest, Berea 52,